Good evening and salutations, my GH fans. Hmm. Let's start with the mess. Our Willow, Sasha, Michael, and Chase. So Chase and Willow go out on their date, and once again, Willow brings up Michael. Throughout this whole conversation, I just feel like Willow is holding back on Chase. Like, they talk about their moments, they talk about their wine and stuff like that, and whatever. But I feel like Willow is holding back on Chase because she has feelings for Michael as well. And Chase is so enamored with trying to get back to where things were that he is just missing all the signs. Um, that maybe Willow isn't as committed to this whole retrying or trying to work things out as much as he may hope for. And I feel like towards the end, you know, Willow not being honest with not just herself, but with Chase is going to really wind up hurting Chase in the long run. Um, Now with Michael and with Michael and Sasha, their date getting interrupted because Wiley has a bad nightmare, so they go and they check on him, and then they talk. And you know, I don't remember who asked what. I don't remember who asked this question, but somebody asked the question of, "Could we get back to the way we used to be?" And I was pretty much just like, "No, you can't." Um, but Mike was just like, I kind of got, I got to be able to retrust you again." And throughout this episode, I had this theory, and granted, it was there for a while, that not just Willow is kind of torn, but so is Michael. Um, but seeing him hang out with Sasha, I feel like he's more committed to trying to make to try to make the relationship with Sasha work, as opposed to Willow being kind of like I don't know if she's going through the emotions, but her heart isn't all there, in trying to make this work because she's torn. Um, Now it's this really awkward part where Michael is about to sit there and kiss Sasha, and then Willow and Chase walk in, and it just gets awkward. Up until the point where where Willow, not Willow, when Sasha kisses Michael on the cheek and just kind of scurries off, and he just, says Happy Valentine's Day, he walks away, and then Willow's like, you know what, I don't need, you don't have to walk me to the gatehouse, I'm good. And Chase kiss Willow on the cheek, and he walks off. And Willow joins Michael in the living room. And Michael's like, I'm watching this movie. You want to watch it with me? And Willow's like, oh, is that the movie where everyone else is like when everyone is in the? Ugh, I keep saying this so fast. Where everyone is in love with the wrong person. I was like, and I laughed because I was just like, that's cute, writers. That's real cute. This whole damn thing is a mess, and I feel like more than one person is gonna get hurt. I feel like Chase is gonna get hurt because Willow just can't make up her damn mind, and I feel like Michael's kind of get hurt a little bit too because I feel like there's this thing between Sasha and Brando, and I don't know. And Michael has a way of, because he's a planner and stuff like that, he's not very spontaneous, and I don't know if while trying to rebuild his relationship with Sasha, Sasha, I don't know, may get bored or whatever. She may spend a lot of time with Brando and just, you know, yep, he's going to be kind of just left out in the cold. So this whole damn thing is going to be one giant mess. Now let's talk about Cameron, Trina, Jocelyn, Liz, and Franco. So leading off, well, coming from Friday's episode, when Franco shows Cameron, his hair, tries to make a joke out of it or whatever, and it just hits Cameron really hard. He starts talking, but you can just tell, like in his voice, he is just sad and uncomfortable. He doesn't know what to say. And Trina or Jocelyn's like, you should sit there and play a song that, you made for your mom and Franco. And Cameron just runs upstairs, and Liz says something that I feel like just made no damn sense. So Liz is like, oh, well, I want to apologize to you for, Cameron's rudeness. I was like, did you not just pick up on what just happened, like, with your own son? Like, really? Because honestly, tell you the truth, I feel like that is a total, like, normal reaction to or something like that. And to sit there and say, oh, I'm sorry for his rudeness, it's like, what? So Cameron and Trina go upstairs to see what's going on with Cameron. They get in the bathroom, and Cameron wants Jocelyn to shave off his hair. Um, to kind of really support Franco. And it's this emotional scene, and bottom line, they want up shaving his hair because Cameron's like, listen, this stuff is coming off, and I don't care if one of y'all two do it or if I do it. And if I do it, it's gonna be a mess. Um, so Jocelyn decided to shave it, and she did a hell of a good job for somebody who um doesn't seem like they're really proficient in that. I feel like that's something that kind of takes time to do, but whatever. Um, Cameron comes downstairs and shows Liz. Now, at first, I thought she was gonna freak out. And honestly, to tell you the truth, I thought they were going to just shave off his hair completely. But, it's just a really low cut, um, which is very professional for somebody who seemed like they never really, like, did that as a profession, but whatever. Um, Franco is really proud, and he is trying to hold back those tears. It's kind of an emotional scene again. And, they hug, and Franco just thanks him for the support. Cameron's like, I'm with you, I'm here for you, whatever. They hug, and then they have a hat montage because apparently that's the thing to do. Now, I love this moment. Don't get me wrong; it was a great moment, and I felt like that needed to happen because it was kind of sad up until that point. Um, Now question. No, why just sucking my damn eye? Question. Um, so this is a couple years ago. But didn't Franco try to scare Carly into thinking that she was going to, blow up by a bomb set by Franco because Franco was really pissed off at Carly for cheating on him with Sonny? Jocelyn remembered that, right? Now, I get it. She kind of just let the past be the past, and supporting Cameron and stuff like that, and just having a good time and taking pictures and all that good stuff. But I'm glad that she's not holding on to grudges, because when that girl holds on to grudges, it's fun for no one. But I do remember that being a thing. So yeah, cool. I guess everyone just forgot about that. Um, Now these scenes weren't really that long between Jason and Britt, but I thought that they were nice. They are passing around candy for the children in the hospital for Valentine's Day. I thought that was pretty cool. Just seeing them together, I thought that was pretty cool. And Jason makes a remark as far as, I get why you want to do this or whatever, for Valentine's Day. Britt's like, oh, it's just a PR stunt or whatever, just to make me look good. And Jason psychoanalyzed her by saying, the kids are stuck in the hospital and they're all alone, and that's pretty much how you feel, you know, on Valentine's Day. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of expected Britt to be, like, I don't know, maybe insulted by that. Listen, no one likes to be psychoanalyzed, and especially a comment like that, but she really doesn't. And then they just, honestly, tell you the truth, I'm not gonna lie, they don't really do much of anything. There's a kid that walks up to Jason and says hi, and Jason gives the kid a Valentine's Day gift or whatever, and Britt smiles at him, and so that just kind of signals that there's possibly going to be a thing between those two, which would be kind of cool. And hopefully, if the actress stays, that'd be really great. I didn't like the old Britt, but the new one I like. And then 30 minutes later, or 40 minutes later into this episode, we see Brad calls Lucas for Valentine's Day and says, "Hey, just to let you know, I'm in the hospital. I'm on the 10th floor, so if you want to, come over and say hi, that'd be cool." I guess it's supposed to be a sad scene, but I just could not actually have any pity towards Brad at all. And not because of the whole thing with Michael, but because, Brad, you did this to yourself. You let Lucas fall in love with this child for a year and a half just for him to lose him. And if you just would have been honest with him, y'all would have grieved together, y'all would have became closer together, and y'all would have became stronger together. But Brad being back, Brad lied, and this isn't his first time lying to Lucas. And so at this point, I'm like, Lucas, you are better off without Brad, because to me, I think Brad is poison. And when you have poison like that in your life, you want to get rid of them. Just kind of bad for the energy and your vibe and all that good stuff. So I have no sympathy for him. But Britt shows up and spends the remainder of Valentine's Day with him, so that's cool. What else? Oh, Molly and TJ have their non-marriage, their non-wedding. I don't even want to call it a non-wedding, because that's something that Spinelli, I was gonna say Kristen Storm, Spinelli and Maxie did, and that was actually cute. That was actually nice. This, whatever that TJ and Molly are doing, I mean, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure that somewhere they actually do have this thing called like a life partnership or whatever, where it's like, whatever. I kind of think it's dumb. No, I don't think it's kind of dumb. I think it's just dumb. I think it's stupid, but it is what it is. They have their non-marriage, and I mean, I think what's good that came out of this whole thing is that TJ and Jordan are starting to kind of mend their relationship, which is good. And we're not trying. Here's the thing: I'm not trying to be a party pooper. I just, as soon as Molly came in with her whole, oh, well, I don't like it because it's the whole patriarchy thing, and then she decided to do whatever this is. It was like, okay, sure. So we're gonna have a cake, which is kind of like a wedding, but it's their non-version of a wedding, and they're gonna have a dance that's like a wedding, but it's a non-version of a wedding because it's their life partnership. It's like, you're doing the exact same thing that somebody else would do. Listen, this is the definition of a very small ceremony and kind of a, I don't want to sit there and say a Vegas wedding, but like, this is literally a wedding. I mean, you can call it what you want, but it's a wedding. So I guess they had a cute moment for the people that are really rooting for them. Listen, I'm rooting for the real life couple of them, if we're gonna be honest, because the actors that play those characters are in a real relationship. So, kudos for them in real life. This whole life partner, whatever this thing is, just not really working for me. Not gonna lie, but they're happy, so I guess that's all that matters. Nicholas and Ava want to kind of get to the bottom of this whole, like, who sent this roach thing, and then there's another gift after Nicholas gives his gift, of a letter, like a really creepy letter. So they all, both of them sit there and think it's Ryan. They call Jordan, and Jordan's like, no, Ryan is still in a, vegetative state. He's not doing anything. I get updates all the time, and I'm like, Jordan, no offense, but I don't really have much faith in you as a commissioner. I mean, didn't really have much faith in you and a wife. So but I mean, whatever. She's like, Ryan is still in his vegetative state. It can't be him. Um, but Nicholas and Ava still think it's him. At the very least, they think it's somebody that's working for him. I Either one, I think is Ryan. That's my number one option. Or two, they're bringing in a entirely new villain, or maybe somebody that has a grudge against Ava. Now, I guess it'd be kind of cool in some cosmic way if Connie came back. That'd be cool. I mean, I don't know how that can happen, but it's a soap opera, so anything's possible. Jordan, no, Portia and Curtis seem like they have a good time at their nightclub, and they don't really do much of anything else. They talk about their pretty much failed relationships. Um, but then Curtis is like, um, he wants to be a nightclub owner. You know, so he's not going to be being a PI. He's going to be a nightclub owner. And I think that's actually kind of a cool idea because, listen, whenever he talks about these nightclub, these jobs or whatever, we never get to see them. At least with the nightclub thing, they actually have a set for that. So I feel like we'll get to see more Curtis kind of doing his thing at the nightclub or whatever, and what kind of drama or hilarity will ensue. We get to actually see that. With his PI work, we never really got to see that. Hell, even with Sam and her PI work, we rarely got to see that. But Sam doesn't work because I don't know, reasons. Portia looks good. And I know I keep saying that, but here's the thing about Portia. When she first came in and the way she was coming at Ava, I was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, I really don't like this chick. I was like, I really don't like this chick. And to this day, I don't feel like she gave Ava a proper apology. But, I mean, I'm seeing a different side to her. Not just because of how she looks, because she damn well puts herself together nicely, but just a more lighter and fun side of her. Um, of course, as we all know, Trina's gonna sit there and find a way to spoil that because even though she's 18 years old, she's probably gonna act like a brat because reasons. I'm not gonna lie, I think that's about it. I don't think I really missed anything else. If I did, write it down in the comment section below. I'm pretty sure I'll talk about the Michael, Sasha, so late. Michael, Sasha, Willow, and Chase scenes. I'm pretty sure I talked about that. I'm gonna make sure I did. But if I didn't, the point is, I don't think anyone decided on what they wanted, and I think at the end of the day, yes, I did talk about this. It's still gonna be a giant mess. So anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are on this episode. Did you like it? Did you not like it? I feel like tomorrow we're gonna kind of get back to more the nitty gritty stuff. Probably with like Carly and stuff. So, this is like part 2 of a Valentine's Day episode, and yeah. So with that being said, I'm gonna go. Thank you for listening to me rant. Thank you for watching this. If you're watching this super late, or if you're watching this tomorrow, I really appreciate it. Be safe. I will catch everyone in the next review.